bring over the Cho, could help bring over the Yuzhong, but definitely those are two priorities. One more bit of burst, and then again, maybe the Matilda or the Cho could still go on Lozi too. I don't know.
Yeah, Lozi, I do want him to play an engaged heavy hero because we've seen that every time they look good is based on Lozi's play. So give him a playmaker kind of hero. Don't give him anyone that's actually passive. Right now, the Beatrix has been banned. I feel like it is a pretty okay ban because you don't want it to go to the side of the Philippines where they can use it. They themselves can use it as well from the side of RSG. LY4 right now, in terms of his own hero pool, I'm not seeing a lot. I'm worried that it will go to a situation where he will go back to one of his OG heroes to carry. It's so risky. It's so risky. Like Brody is still up and all those heroes are still up. But even Brody, I'm not 100% sure the way that Delarski is playing, can you even stop that? Because you can't stop the Delarski. You can't stop any of the turret trades coming in from the side of ONIC Philippines. And Amon has been picked up. Good luck taking any marksmen right now.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very hard for them to look for any marksmen. But what do they want to get right now? The hero pool has just been, it's just been cut down so much. And there are not many options apart from the Roger. Who else can fit into this jungle?
Barats
Balman, but it's not going to be answering any of the questions that ONIC-PH are raising. There you go, the Balman and the Clint pickup. But again, that Uranus is going to be a problem.
It's good that the lethal counter is in LY4's hands. It's 2 retributions and it's a way to shut down the Uranus if they're able to burst him down, which is why I'm kind of happy that they do have the Clint. But in all honesty, that's their only real source of damage. The Selena, not as reliable. You kind of have to hit that arrow first. You have to get the jump in right. Hopefully somebody steps on a trap to add to that, but
you need to go in the early game.
Yeah. So there's so much that RSG needs to do to make this work. They have to go from 0 to 90.
Yeah, this is one of those things that RSG has been known to do where they overcomplicate things. We have to see whether they can actually execute on this composition or not because, again, we just want simplicity. And ONIC Philippines is very simple. Delarski, go to the front, don't die. Popoli Kupa, they're going to push. Yusenshin's going to push. And in case if they get damaged a little bit, hey, you have the Rafaela. You're going to heal back. Such an easy draft to execute from the side of ONIC Philippines when you compare it to RSG.
But honestly, the Popo and Koopa, I love it from ONIC-PH, man.
Oh, yeah.
This pick, you have the Beatrix already banned away. You pick up a Clint. What's the answer to the Clint? It's either the Brody or the Popo and Koopa. Brody, sure, you can just wait it out, just play the waves, not get any pressure at all until you hit level 4. But with Popo, you can get it from the get-go.
Not to even mention the Amon. We don't know where either is going because we've seen ONIC-PH do this before. They played a mid Popoli Kupa, they played a mid Amon. So it's not an easy go for Baby Cakes. He's getting num-nummed.
He's getting num-nummed. What's up with you, Leo, and the baby thing?
Are you hungry? I mean, like, come on, man. Maybe. M3, maybe.
M3, maybe.
Maybe. Right now, as we're going to go through the tunnel, let's take a look one more time at the rosters, at the heroes that they picked up. From this, I want to get some early predictions on the draft. Leo, let's start with you. ONIC or RSG?
I'm liking ONIC. I just need to see as well where these heroes are going. But already, when it comes down to execution, so much simpler.
Yeah, I'm honestly on the same train over here. It's ONIC time. ONIC is looking so strong. They've been so clean, and having this kind of draft, it's kind of difficult for them to be taken down.
It's going to be a unanimous decision for ONIC-PH draft, but we will have to see the execution from both of the teams. Will they be able to use this win condition, RSG, to come back and make it a 1-1 game? We are getting ready for the game, and instantly, it is not time yet to get into the game. We have a little bit more time to talk about the drafts.
Okay, so there is a few things we can pick up on given that lineup. It's going to be Marky on the Popoli and Koopa, so that means Hatred is on the Amon in mid. I kind of like that more. Yeah, I like that it's the Amon in mid because he can rotate so fast. He can put up such a threat anywhere he is on the map. Hell, even LY4 and the Balmond, unless he doesn't get the killing spree triggers, Hatred can get a free kill out of nowhere. Like, especially if the side laners pick up on it. So yeah, this is great. All the more, I'm going to say ONIC-PH.
Yeah, this is also giving them a snowball opportunity where when the Amon already has a level 4, even though not the most bursty hero at level 4, but the way that they can play these lanes, it can be a situation where you take one lane, and the thing is, if one of the side laners die, especially if it's on the Popo and Koopa lane, then the tower is just gonna get broken down very, very easily. And that kind of situation, if you break the first tower, even like say the first 3 minutes, 4 minutes, then it's gonna be a situation where RSG will have difficult time to actually find the farm to scale back into the game. And it just becomes a situation where ONIC, even though they're playing Mobile Legends, they're also playing chess and checkers and other smart games where they just control everything.
I like how you ran out of it. You're just like other smart games.
Yep, they're playing other cerebral,
I'm not
contests.
ONIC.
Yeah.
I'm Lapel. I can stop whenever I feel like it. They can. They have to keep going.
It's because it's ONIC time.
Because it's
right?
ONIC time, yeah.
No, but for
When is it
reals-
RSG time?
When it's RSG time is when they understand that they cannot give the map over to ONIC. They really have to understand that, because the moment you let ONIC have the map, you're kind of disrespecting them.
A lot of it rides on, again, the way you put it, Lafel, the first 3 to 5 minutes. Turrets are going to be prime objectives for ONIC. There are targets on them everywhere. But the thing is, RSG's window is literally from level 1 to 4. Once ONIC, all of them hit level 4, it's going to change the tide of battle. Timing is just going to be so different until we hit late game, and then it becomes a crapshoot from there. It's literally just who can pull the trigger faster, who's going to make the wrong mistakes at the right time, if that makes any sense. So yeah, just like in game 1, early lead. That's essentially how Sana plays on the Selena.
Yeah, and the difference is right now, it is ONIC's time to actually put on the pressure, because this time, in terms of the draft, they are the one that can execute the early aggression, but they don't really have to, just because they have a lot of options. And RG, they do not have a lot of options. It's tough when you're playing a draft where you're hoping your enemy does something instead of you trying to execute 1 or 2 things.
Yeah, I agree. Again, LY4 and RSG, their composition is like you need to get ahead in the early stage, right? With the Bellman, you want to get those early objectives, those neutral objectives. With the Selena, you want to get those kills. And the thing is, you need to. Because like you said, ONIC's draft is multi-dimensional. They can play multiple styles right now. They can go for the early game, sure, but even if they falter in the early game, they still have that mid, they still have that late with Uranus coming in as well and the Yisun Shin.
Now you mentioned the whole Delarsky Express, the train with no brakes. What is RSG to do there? They have the Cho, they have the Selena. I'm guessing it's a 50-50 when it comes to laning into Yuzhong.
I mean, it becomes a situation where the Bellman can be very, very good, because Bellman and Uranus almost plays kind of the same way. If Bellman is ahead, you can't kill him. If Uranus is ahead, you can't kill him. In the early stages of the game, when both of these heroes don't really have much, then it's kind of equal ground.
I want to see what kind of battle spell Delarsky has. If it's still the Flicker, then he may be biting off more than he could chew. I'm hoping it's on the Purify this time around. They just went really floored it game number 1. That's why he can afford the Flicker. But this time, in the face of the Cho specifically, you want to Purify. I hope Delar picked up on that.
I very much agree on that. You know, the Purify is going to help him get out of these crazy situations, especially that single target lockdown that RSG has. But let's see, the players are already getting ready. We are going to get into the game very, very soon, as there is a game remake. But again, for both of these teams, we have seen ONIC Philippines just split the map really, really well. What does RSG need to do in that situation? Do they need to just, face them when ONIC Philippines goes bot, we go bot, or do they want to trade? That is the question. That's what makes it so hard for them to respond to these plays. But it is not time just yet, because we are going to get another pause for a second. Yes, Lafel, that question.
Yeah, so this is the thing about the side of RSG. I talked about this before, where every single team, they have a difference in their early game time, their mid game time, as well as their late game time. For the side of RSG, they need to get to the mid lane a little bit earlier compared to the side of ONIC Philippines. And what they have to do is they have to group up much, much faster, almost playing at the RRQ kind of pace, where sure, during the laning stage, play your laning stage, but get to that power spike way, way faster, and then using the advantage and forcing the fights, because they have to push ONIC out of their comfort. Because like I said, going out against ONIC, I've said this over and over again, just because of how important it is. If you give the map open big, especially since they do have the Yisun Shin, it's going to be very difficult for the side of RSG to really win back the game. They have to push their advantages.
They do. They really do need to push their advantages. And the thing is, right now, there is another technical pause, all right? So this is giving them a lot of time to actually talk about this as well. The win conditions from both of the teams, this is going to be very, very aggressive, very, very crazy from the start for RSG. And ONIC Philippines, what they need to do is to weather out the storm.
Yeah, again, that level 1 to 4 are going to be key for ONIC to survive. And then they're in the driver's seat. Into the Land of Dawn we go. It is confirmed to be a mid-lane show. I'm wondering who has the roam items here. It's got to be Sana at this point.
I mean, it could be the both of them. This is the thing that RSG, they do like to do. They want to play double roam. It is kind of okay when you have both of them on, but it makes the game a little bit slower just because you're going to have your items as well as your level a little bit later.
Yeah, and there you go. Already Hatred playing very, very aggressively into that mid lane, taking Wolzy to half HP, but it is going to be LY4 with that early aggression, with the initiation to get that little Wanderer. As ONIC Philippines, they are just going to go for the normal path onto the Eastern Shin. Doesn't really want to go for anything too crazy just yet.
Here you see the difference already, the little adjustments that even ONIC-PH has done. Pelosi is not going over to LY4 anymore. So he understands that the tempo has changed. He understands that this is their window. 1 to 4. If we play it right between here and then, it'll be all right. And up top, wow, I'm so impressed. Dilarski is actually winning against Diablo.
Yeah, but right now we have to look at the gold lane because we do see that both these teams, they understand that this is the lane that they have to watch. The Larsky going up against the Diablo, let's put them on the island. This is a 1v1. Let's respect the big boys over here and try to see who is actually going to win in the lower stage of the map. And we can see that Yi Shin is already pathing down there.
Yeah, but you can see the pressure already, man. Just the dominance that has just been asserted by Marky alone. Now with Yi Shin also in that bottom side, it's going to make it really hard for this Clint to do anything. Maybe even a dive coming in here as ONIC Philippines. Just take half of that turret gold away before the turtle even spawns.
Right now looking at the turtle RSG, they are... I would say they should force this out. They got the first blood. LY4 1v1 against Beloyski over there. But right now, will he continue this? Loisy is there.
Yeah, he actually didn't use that lethal counter to get the kill, so it's actually very possible for this to keep on going. Glarsky, he needs to be careful. Loisy has the way the dragon will not choose to use it just yet. He is just going to be able to zone Glarsky away, and that is going to be the turtle taken away. But hey, look at him, damage! Goes in for more and picks up the kill once again. LY4 trying to run away now. He's going to be taken down as well by Kyrie, who joins in the fight. Diablo, he's jumping in. He's trying to look for a trade, and he'll get it. It's a 2-for-1 for ONIC-PH.
Nasty. Mountain Shocker kill aside, you gotta respect that Amon. And yes, at this point, Hatred, he doesn't have his sustain just yet. But wait till he does. Wait till he starts rotating and starts taking down Baby Cakes. So far, one thing we can say about Baby Cakes is he's holding his own against his Popolin Koopa down bottom against Marky, who you must note is using weapon mastery. He's looking to build those items to even more be a threat to RSGSG's objectives. And I guess that's why they're babysitting Baloyski. They sent him over there, they understood, and they smelt that maybe Lolzy, maybe Sana, they might be looking for a kill here, and they're looking to let Marky ramp up.
Yeah, right now looking at the items, Kyrie Dick, he's going for that War Axe a little bit earlier over here. And once he completes that, I feel like that is the sign to go. That's the sign that, okay, Amon, you can burst out anyone. Right now, Marky over here as well. I would suggest that he has a lot of damage. They can go much more aggressive right now from the side of ONIC Philippines.
Yeah, but the thing is, do they want to be that aggressive, right? It is a 1,000 goal lead already built from no kills, and there you have it once again. Wait a minute, it's going to be Sana going for the Mr. Arrow. Holy Baptism gets him out of there, and that is why that Rafaela just does so much. And in the midst of it all, it's going to be Marky picking up the turret, flickering away, and the beautiful level macro. But wait a minute, it's going to be RSG collapsing onto the bottom side, and Marky will be the victim of that engage.
Yeah, that is exactly what they have to do. Even if they have to burn their spells, just go for it. You have to push on this lead, control the map. But still, ONIC Philippines, they're doing good and then engage.
Too much that Lozy committed underneath the turret. There's still a shield here, and now Hatred, just like that first fight in mid that extended into the jungle, they're gonna take down Baby Cakes here. There's too much burst on this Amon.
Wait a minute, it's actually gonna be Baby Cakes. Yep, there you go. There's the ultimate coming in to finish him off. But yeah,
that was food.
Just playing with his food, agree, but
the cakes.
The cakes. He's playing with the cakes.
Playing with the cakes, playing with this food, whatever you want to say it right here. It was RSG making a misplay in the bottom side, and it is going to cost him a lot. With ONIC Philippines taking the turtle and Dlarsky just being such a nuisance, but with the Dragon will be able to connect right now. It's going to be a lot of damage placed on Dlarsky. The Furious Dive as well to chain it all down, and finally he gets taken down.
Okay. This is still early game. We're still playing in the first 5 minutes. Can't expect Dlarsky, despite having the Purify, he chose not to use the Consecration, so he understood. I must say though, why the Purify if he did not even commit fully to trying to stay alive? I guess it's just ONIC having a little bit more leeway. They understand that they're in control. They pushed 2 lanes already, top and bottom. And so far, RSG not able to get anything in return, but they're keeping the kill score close. This is very reminiscent of game 1.
Yeah, right now looking at RSG, they're moving as a unit. They're moving as a group, looking like they're worried in case Hatred comes in, trying to burst anyone out. So it is a good idea, but I feel RSG, they really should set up somewhere around the turtle side, because I feel with their composition, they can actually win a fight over there, but they just have to be careful of this Amon.
And there you go, the kill. Oh, Hatred jumps in, but it's actually going to be baited away, and that's it. Oh my god! Losey goes for the way the Dragon, but Kyrie in a 1v3 jumps in and picks up another 1-for-1. That is worth it for RSG, because Hatred has been getting a lot done, but Marky actually starting to lose these 1v1s up top.
The key to taking down Marky is to compromise Koopa. That's how he fell down bottom underneath, where eventually ONIC still got a trade. So yeah, that was a close victory for Baby Cakes, but he just did not have the confidence just yet to go ahead and be the aggressor, as he shouldn't. At this point, 6 minutes in, I think Baby Cakes should still play it safe. Baby Cakes should still try to ramp up, and then eventually when they have these 3v4, 4v4 fights, Lolzy gets caught out, that's when they get their timer. But right now, big fight!
Yeah, big fight comes in. He's going to leave the counter place already. Kyrie has nowhere to go, and he's going to get taken down. Diablo, he gets out, and Marky, he needs to be careful. He can't go anywhere again. LY4 picking up the double and the turtle to put it on top.
Diablo is playing beautifully right now. 2-0-2 on this Yu-Song. Not only can he initiate well, but he chooses the right targets. Right now, RSG looking like with this Yu-Song pick is the way for them to win the team fight.
That was just really, really good for the side of RSG, man. They played it really well, and that is the reason that they have been able to come out on top in the group stage. They need to go for more of that. They need to push the pace.
Yeah, right now looking back into the replay, this is why I say Diablo is playing so well. Lolzy got caught over here. Diablo just goes inside, engages, and instantly goes flag a dragon form, hitting his skills onto multiple people, hitting that dragon tail, and getting the shot residue just to make sure that he stays alive. And in this kind of team fight, especially if ONIC Philippines still want to try out that banana split, the Yu-Song can definitely travel from basically all parts of the map.
Yeah. He landed the Petrify on like 3 or 4 dudes, and it was beautiful. So yeah, that Yu-Song pick in the first phase in the draft, paying dividends for RSG so far. Now it's time for ONIC-PH to recover. They've shrunk the gold lead. RSG are 400 away, but still, they're back on the banana split, about 1,000 gold ahead. ONIC-PH, they left Dlarsky, so maybe this is Dlarsky's window. Maybe they just bought time for the Dlarsky Express.
But it's actually really good for the side of RSG Singapore, right?
Oh.
They do have the map split to a very good place for them. And now Lolzy already trying to look for an opening in the team fight. But remember, ONIC, they can go for these crazy team fights as well. And LY4, he's caught off guard. It's going to be Baby Cakes kiting them away, and ONIC can't go for any engage. One thing that their composition lacks is a reliable source of engage. They don't have anyone to just go straight at them. So RSG, anytime they don't see a good fight, they can just back away, whereas they can pull the trigger anytime they want as well.
Look at Baloyski, just fearless. Face checking into traps, using that first skill on the Rafaela to see if anyone's hiding in the bush. That's exactly how you play these moments, but yeah, almost mini heart attack moment where he got caught, and then whoa, even Lolzy thought about it. Should I come in, wave the dragon you? Maybe not.
Yeah, looking at this game right now, I'm actually happy to see LY4's progression, where he used to be a marksman one trick as well, but right now he has given up the carry position over to his own team, playing a more tanky kind of hero, more heavy in the front side, showing RSG they've really grown up and say, you know what, LY4, I'm the leader. I'm going to go in front. I'm going to trust you guys to do the damage. And right now, RSG is looking much better compared to game 1.
The questions for game number 1 was that can they fix the little mistakes that they made in the first game into game 2? It's a very hard thing to ask for a team, especially considering that they only had a few minutes to go in. But oh my god, Lolzy goes over the way the Dragon is game, but connect onto Marky. He's gonna get shut down, and boom, bada bing. It's gonna be an all-out fight coming in with 1 on the board. It's gonna be another one picked up. 2 for 1 for Kyrie. Jumps back and forth. He picks up a double, and he's looking for more. Diablo keeps on jumping in, but Kyrie, oh my god, beautiful kiting as he looks for another kill. He dashes forward, and Hatred picks it up. A 5 for 2.
Literally the equivalent of what Kyrie did was he slipped on a banana peel and turned it into a moonwalk and then just swaggered on through, resulting in a wipeout. I don't know how he dictated and how he predicted that LY4 would dash on through the wall, but he used it to his advantage, triggered the passive on the Yisun Shin, wiped out RSG with the help of Baloyski, and got a free lord in 10 minutes, almost 11. That was masterfully played.
Yeah, absolutely. Kyrie, he was like, yo, Dlarsky, you controlled the first game. I want a little bit of my time on screen as well.
What?
Yeah, honestly, Kyrie played just like yesterday. You know, when he played with us. Anyways, right now, ONIC Philippines, they're looking so good. They're flashing their mechanical skills. And right now, RSGSG, I think even they were surprised. I think they have to take a sit back and like, okay, we got to restructure our plan. We need to reprioritize the heroes. If they can get onto Kyrie, that's great. But the question is, can you get onto Kyrie?
Can you get onto Kyrie? That's the reason this Yisun Shin is just so lethal. That first ability is unstoppable. You want to use anything, as long as he times it properly, there's no way you can cancel that. So look at this. Right now with a 6.7 thousand gold lead, with the Lord also marching down the bottom side. Dlarsky doing what he can. This is not looking good for RSG, as again, they don't have a lot of that high ground. Damn it! Hatred! What was that? It just goes in and boom! Sana disappears out of the map. ONIC are looking to go to match point, and Dlarsky will be leading the charge inside the base. Diablo trying to do what he can, but he's gonna get taken down in the end. ONIC are just ferocious. They are vicious, but RSG, they don't want to give it up. They're the host. They want to come back, but ONIC just keeps on giving it to him.
It's ONIC time. It's ONIC time. I mean, a game till ONIC time, but yeah, we're at 2-0.
Yeah, when you watch the game, basically ONIC controlled the entire time. As of right now, RSG looks like they're not getting a read onto ONIC Philippines. It looks like they have not have a proper plan to actually initiate whatever they want to do. And right now, ONIC not only winning the draft, winning the microplay, but also winning the micro